Three rousing brief tales about desire to power your life. Hope is a beautiful word that is driving our life. Life can bring us many difficulties, and some of the time it can push us down. Be that as it may, cheerfulness assists with pushing ahead our life. Never make an effort not to control things that we don't have command over. We will follow the cycle and set forth our hard effort. Things will change regardless of the circumstance we were at the present time, such as parting ways with our cherished one, monetary misfortune in our business, injury before a significant games competition. The following are three moving brief tales on trust which will spur you to remain positive and make progress in your life.
Number 1. Short stories on hope, son, father, and the well. Once there was a man who was running a business. He faced severe losses and had to sell his properties and cars to continue running the business. Seeing the situation, the son asked his father, "Why are you still running the business when you are at a loss? Why don't you shut the business?" Father smiled and replied, "My son, life can bring us many challenges and even can push us down. But we have to hope that we can overcome any challenges." "Son, how can hope help us?" "Father, okay, I will show you." Father took his son to a big well and asked him to jump. Father smiled and replied, "My son, life can bring us many challenges and even can push us down. But we have to hope that we can overcome any challenges." "Son, how can hope help us?" "Father, okay, I will show you." Father took his son to a big well and asked him to jump. The next day, the father again took his son to the well and asked him to jump again. First, he hesitated, then he jumped into the well. Father again went into hiding. The boy again struggled to keep floating, and he pushed harder. Time kept on running. Even after 15 minutes, he managed himself. Then father came and pulled his son out of the well. Father asked his son, "Why were you pushing harder than yesterday?" Son replied, "Yesterday, I did not know what to do when you pushed me into the well. With fear, I drowned. But today, I know that you will come and save me if I am about to get drowned." Life can bring us many challenges. When we push ourselves with the hope of overcoming it and trusting people around us, we can overcome it. Number 2. Short stories on hope, soldiers in the battle. In the middle of the vast forest, a battle was going on between two armies. One army was outnumbered in terms of soldiers by the other. The general of the small army decided to launch an attack as he was confident that they could win the battle. So, he called his lieutenant and told him to get soldiers ready for the fight. The lieutenant called all the soldiers and informed them about the plan of attack on the enemy army. Soldiers were ready to battle, but they had fears and doubts as they were low in numbers compared to the enemy army. The day for the battle came. General knows about the doubts of his soldiers. When they were on the way to the battle, General told all his soldiers to halt at a religious shrine for prayer. After the prayer, General stood in front of his soldiers with a coin in his hand and said, "With faith in destiny, I will now toss the coin. If it's heads, we will win, and if it's tails, we will lose." General tossed the coin, and it was head. Soldiers were happy and filled with confidence going into the battle. They went to the battle and executed their plan perfectly with the fearsome attack against the enemy soldiers. The enemy army was taken back by the kind of attack from the small army. Finally, the small army won the battle. After the battle, the lieutenant told the general, "As the destiny showed us through the toss of the coin, we won the battle. So, no one can change the destiny." General smiled and showed lieutenant the coin, which had heads on both sides.
Moral of the story.
Hope is like a light at the end of a dark tunnel. If we believe in ourselves and light at the end, we can confidently travel the tunnel. Hope and believing in ourselves will lead to positive results in our life. Number 3. Short stories on hope, boy to businessman. A teenage boy from a village moved to the city for a job to support his family. He applied for a job in a big firm. After some days, he went to attend the interview. He successfully cleared all the tests. Hiring manager, "You are hired, give me all your details for further processing. Also make sure that your bike is in good condition, as you have to do a lot of traveling to meet the customers." The boy replied, "Sir, but I don't have a bike with me." Hiring manager, without a bike, you will not get this job. You can leave now. The boy left the place thinking about what to do next. He had little money with him that could feed him only for the next few days. Hiring manager, without a bike, you will not get this job. You can leave now. The boy left the place thinking about what to do next. He had little money with him that could feed him only for the next few days. He decided to buy vegetables from the market with the available money. Then went to sell those vegetables door to door by walk. By the end of the evening, he sold all those vegetables and had a good profit. He gained confidence that he could earn from this. From then, every day morning, he will go to the vegetable market to buy fresh vegetables and sell them door to door till he finishes his stock. He continued his hard work every day, and within years, he developed his business. Soon he becomes one of the biggest food chain retailers. After some years, one of his new friends visited his big house, where cars were in his garage. Seeing this, his friend asked, "You have a good collection of cars, and do you have any bike collections?" The man replied, "I never bought any bike for myself." In a surprise, he asked, "Why did you not buy a bike?" The man replied, "If I had a bike with me, I wouldn't have had these cars."
Moral of the story.
If we wanted something and never got it, we should never lose our hope in that. We should continue our hard work because we do not know what destiny has in store.
Final thoughts.
These stories must have taught you the importance of having hope. With hope, we can face anything in our life with confidence.